Vinyl record sales have seen a huge spike in the last few years, and as with most things these days, the pandemic seems to have played a role in that. KPIX5's Ann Makovic takes us to one record shop that's finding its rhythm.
When was the last time you took a vinyl record for a spin? There are thousands of them here at Tone Army in Concord.
Tone Army Records.
But for a while there, owner Michael Sessions wasn't sure if he'd ever be able to sell them.
Take a photo for the old Instagram there.
For a business that revolves around rhythm, his timing was terrible.
The plan was I was going to spend all of 2019 getting everything ready to open up the shop. So I was buying up all these collections. I was looking online and buying as many records as I could. All the bins I built myself, and so that timing worked. I was able to open the shop at the end of 2019. Unfortunately, unaware that the world was going to flip upside down. And then 3 months later, in March, I had to close the shop. Was closed for 3 months, and then was able to reopen in June.
Sesh, as he's known, runs this place as a one-man band, unless you count his shop assistant, Lisa.
So Lisa is the hardest working employee here. She stands in the window and stares at people, and it brings people inside.
And without her, this hole-in-the-wall record store might be tough to find. From the outside, the building looks more like a place you'd hear easy listening playing in the waiting room of a dental office, hence the advertising.
Honestly, the sign works harder than I do, so I just sit here and listen to music all day.
The first customers in the door this day grew up in the streaming age, but they bought something arguably even more retro than records.
At a 20? Yep. Right on, 1016.
Thank you.
And while cassettes may be making a comeback, vinyl is in the middle of a revolution. According to industry data firm Luminate, sales have shot up by more than 360% since 2019, when Sesh first opened his doors.
The reason I got into records was I just really appreciated the inconvenience of listening to music on records. It was this whole event. Like, you had to go find a record, and then you had to have the equipment to play it on, and you cue it up, and you sit down, and the whole experience is getting involved into the music.
An experience that a lot more people are seeking out these days, keeping this small business spinning.
The fun thing with records is now that it's back, they make new records, so the younger kids are getting into it as well. But then you have, your grandpas who are trying to recollect their old records they had back in the 70s.
In Concord, Ann Makovic, KPIX5.
That's it for the news at 5. KPIX5 News at 6 begins now with Ryan Yamamoto and Elizabeth Cook.